How the mind protects itself from pain without you noticing. A lot of people imagine psychological defense as something obvious. They imagine denial in a dramatic form, refusal, collapse, tears, clear avoidance, visible breakdown. But the mind is often much more elegant than that. It does not always protect itself from pain in loud ways. Often it protects itself quietly. So quietly that the person thinks they are simply being practical, strong, busy, calm, reasonable, or disciplined. When in fact the mind is already defending against something it does not want fully felt. That is one of the most important truths in psychology. The mind does not wait for pain to become unbearable before responding. It adapts the moment pain threatens identity, stability, or emotional safety. And these adaptations can become so normal that the person no longer recognizes them as protection. They experience them as personality. This is how someone can become highly productive after heartbreak and call it discipline, when the mind is actually using busyness to avoid collapse. This is how someone can become dryly funny around painful subjects and call it maturity, using humor to keep grief from becoming too direct. The mind does not only protect through walls, it also protects through substitutions. Pain wants to be felt, understood, and integrated. But if it arrives too fast, the system redirects. It turns grief into irritation, fear into control, shame into perfectionism, sadness into numbness. This redirection is survival intelligence. The mind is asking, what can I feel that is safer than what is actually here? That is why many people think they are angry when they are hurt. They think they are focused when they are running from feeling. The original pain becomes disguised by a more usable state. A state the person can manage without fully confronting what lies underneath. One of the quietest protections is distraction. The mind reaches for noise because silence would bring it into contact with what it avoids. Another protection is numbness. Numbness is often misunderstood as absence, when in reality, it can be overload management. A person is feeling less because the system has decided that full feeling would destabilize functioning. Life becomes flatter, less vivid. Then there is rationalization. The person explains the pain so well that they never have to enter it. Explanation is not the same as processing. The mind can become very articulate while the wound remains untouched. They remain upstairs in the mind while the pain stays downstairs in the body. Some protect themselves by overfunctioning. They stay needed, stay useful, stay composed. But very often this strength is also protection. The mind will often choose control over collapse. So the person becomes efficient instead of honest, reliable instead of vulnerable. There is also emotional distance. The mind has decided that reduced openness feels safer than another wound. Pain can reshape personality. Healing is often strange. Sometimes a person is meeting old pain more honestly because the mind no longer needs to defend against it. Awareness matters. The issue is when protection becomes permanent and invisible, when the shield becomes mistaken for the self. Healing begins when you notice how intelligently your mind has been protecting you. Not with shame, but with honesty. Something softens. You no longer have to call yourself cold or broken. You ask, what pain has my mind been trying to spare me from touching directly? When the mind no longer has to defend so hard, life becomes more real, more direct, more alive. That is the quiet freedom. What looks like personality is sometimes protection. Notice how your mind has been protecting you.